Myers comes on that right wing, the young 18-year-old. Andy Curry and Darren Wright are the centres. O'Fire, of course, Mon O'Fire on 50 tries for Widnes. Jonathan Davis, the first time, of course, he's ever seen the Boulevard, this pitch here, famous pitch, I suppose, here in Humberside. David Humes at scrum half. Kirk Sorensen, the captain, back at number 8. Mackenzie at 9, Derek Pike at 10. Mike O'Neill, good season what he's having in number 11. Coloto at number 12, Richard Ayres at 13, and then what two great substitutes they are, Barry Dowd and Paul Moriarty, of course, played last night against the Wires Warrington second team, playing his second first team game, of course, signed from Swansea. Welsh Rugby are in 21 caps, and the whole side, well, a workmanlike side, coached by, of course, Brian Smith, the Australian, but the big boy that I think everybody's come to see, the duel of the two ex-Welsh International Rugby Union centre-halves. Gary Pearce will be wearing that number 6 for Hull FC. The young local boy Windley, also a talented scrum half. And the pack, a good pack, Andy Dannett and Stevie Crooks, the prop forwards, and Gary De Morty, of course, international loose forward. So really it's appalling conditions for both sides. It's a great shame it's rained all night, all day here in Humberside. It's a very cold evening, and I'm sure that famous Threateney stand will certainly be cheering. So it'll be Hull FC to kick off, and it'll be Pearce, the Welshman, right-footed. The Chemics will look to keep this ball after that shock defeat against Bradford Northern on Sunday. They'll look for these forwards. Looking, I would have thought, for Coloto and O'Neill and Sorensen. And then, of course, the big kick by Davis and, of course, Tate as well. That's a high one. Well, Fletcher lets it bounce, the whole fullback. That's dangerous on a pitch like this. Taken out by David Hume. So the whole team coming back just a little bit slowly. And the Wires now looking for this big pack. Price there, and the whole fans get on side. Good tackling from Coloto, of course, this Tongan. And Pearce with a kick. And that's a good kick. Oh, that is a tremendous kick, and the whole fans like that one. Alan Tate let it bounce, and you can't afford to let it bounce on a pitch like this. It's very slippery. It's had a lot of rain all day, all night, all last night, all today. Torrential rain in Humberside, and so it'll skim and it'll skip. So the first scrum of the match. Scoreline still showing Hull FC 0, Widnes 0. So Jonathan Davis, the first touch of the ball, is taken out by his countryman Gary Pearce. And so Coloto coming through, getting out of his own 25. The tackling hard by Hull, very good tackling side, done very well indeed. Windley there looks again, comes up very quickly, but Tate did well there, took the tackle. And we've got a touch judge on, so the first stoppage of the match, and the referee, Mr. Tickle from St Helens, and whether it was Windley who went just a little bit quick on, yes, I think Phil Windley is going to be called out by Mr. Tickle. He went up, Mr. Tickle saying it was an elbow, so it'll be a penalty where the ball landed. And I would have thought Jonathan Davis will go for goal. So Davis waits for the sand. FC 0, Widnes 0 in this Stonesborough First Division clash of the Giants, of course. Widnes in second position, Hull FC in 5th position. Jonathan Davis now, he strikes it right-footed. Oh, that's a tremendous kick. All of 45 yards, a tremendous kick from the Welshman, because that makes it Hull FC 0, Widnes 2. So Pearce again, the Welshman, and of course he's just seen his countryman Jonathan Davies kick that magnificent penalty goal from all of 45 yards. It was a golden goal from the golden boy of ex-Welsh Rugby Union. 2-0 Widnes lead. Showing that they can tackle, they'll tackle like a swarm of bees all night, and they're a very fit side as well. The ball again, Widnes. This is good play. Fire there, off fire, I think. Offside, and Mr. Tickle to the enjoyment of the whole fans. And so Gary Pearce, and I have a feeling these two Welshmen are going to play a very big part in this game tonight here at the Boulevard. So Pearce with a kick, and that's a good kick. So matching Davies with that touchline kick. Widnes' turn to defend now inside around 25. Kaloto works hard as this Tongan. And Hull creeping towards that line. That was a good break by the young fullback Fletcher. Windley now out to Pearce. Pearce with a little kick through. It's charged down, and it could well be here because it wasn't a knock-on. There could be a try here. Oh, the ball bounces well, and that's going to be a sensational try for Widnes. Unbelievable try. Unbelievable try that for Widnes, because the little kick through by Pearce inside the Widnes 25 just hit one of the Widnes players on his arm, and then suddenly the kick through, a magnificent kick through. And Hull creeping towards that line. That was a good break. Well, would you believe it there? He just floated that one, he skimmed it over. So Jonathan Davies, for the moment, it's Hull FC 0, Widnes 8. For the moment, in the first 10 minutes, it's the Jonathan Davies show here at the Boulevard, and the Chemics now racing away, 8 points in 7 minutes. Now will just look for the big forwards, look for O'Neill, and penalty to Widnes. Mr. Tickle on the spot there, the referee from St Helens. The Hull fans don't like it, but the referee right on the spot, good decision. And so Widnes the chance of coming away from their own 25. And the ball over on that far touchline, the best hand side at the Boulevard, and a good crowd, but I'm sure there'd been a lot more if the conditions had been better. So Widnes again will use Mackenzie and Hume at acting halfback and first man, and then they'll use the big forwards using O'Neill and Sorensen to come, and Pike and O'Neill, and of course Richard Ayres wide with that extra pace. Kaloto now, he's having a good game. It's Kaloto, the Tongan. Widnes still inside their own half. Mackenzie, good ball from Mackenzie. But that's good covering from Hull, good two-man tackle there. Eastwood the winger. This will be the kick again, Jonathan Davis. A little spin towards that Hull 25. Nolan, the Hull winger, normally utility forward, playing on that left wing for the injured Dane O'Hara, and he just did this job that he had to do. So Widnes now with their turn to tackle and pin Hull in their own half. The scoreline still Hull FC 0, Widnes 8 after that sensational penalty goal on 4 minutes by Jonathan Davis, and then that magnificent 55-yard try from Jonathan Davis on 7 minutes. He kicked through rugby union style and picked the ball up magnificently to race away, and then a marvellous touchline conversion from the golden boy of Welsh rugby union. Pearce now, lovely left-footed kick, the Welshman for Hull. He'll want to do well against his countrymen. Hull now, this is where they do well, swarming like bees, coming up very quickly, and Widnes now coming back. Widnes again, looking for the big forwards. O'Neill there coming through well. Mackenzie, that's a good play by him, but good tackling from Hull as Darren Wright just couldn't get away. Jonathan Davis now runs again, he gets caught. Well, Davis tried to run away, but the tackling, they're very, very quick in rugby league. Oh, and Hull's penalised, and the Hull fans don't like it at all, but Eastwood there. Referee Tickle saying he used his knee, and at the end of it all, Jonathan Davis is all right. And the ball hits the 30 stand. Fire gets it quickly from the ball boy. Widnes will come on the charge. Sorensen now takes the three-man tackle into the Hull half, 10 yards into it. Mackenzie will look for Kaloto. Kaloto will run and drive for that second tackle for Widnes. The switch again. That's good tackling from Hull. Will be in there very quickly on Richard Ayres. David Hume goes away, but again Hull cover up well, and they're having to now. It's still Hull 0, Widnes 8. 12 minutes gone of this first half. And the little gubber kicked through, and yes, it's gone dead in the touch and goal area, so it'll be a dropout on the 25 for Hull FC, doing very quickly. That's a very quick dropout for them. Jackson comes through, and he's taken out well by the reception committee of O'Neill there. Good tackling from O'Neill. And well, dear me, there's a little bit of a Baracus by some of the players, and Mr. Tickle there will have to sort it out, but it's a rough game. It's rugby league. The crowd shouting off, and the Widnes team just come away, and so do Hull FC. Well, that's the first real dirty bit of the game. There, good tackling from O'Neill. Well, dear me, there's a little bit of a... David Hume just going up to see what's happening. And so it's a sin bin. And it'll be a 10-minute sin bin. So Widnes now down to 12 men. tracksuit, I would have thought, from the dugout. And then in he goes. So Widnes down to 5 forwards. And about 14 minutes gone. So Hull now just inside the Widnes half. And it's getting hard for Mr. Tickle there, just having another word at Kaloto, but it's rough and tough, is rugby league. You're getting paid for it, and it's not touch rugby out there, it's for real. Still the scoreline, Hull FC, and Hull get the penalty, so the local fans will be cheering the referee, and so Widnes go back. So Hull deciding to go for goal, and Jonathan Davis, his first kick at goal, and it's from about 35 yards over that far left-hand touchline. He strikes it now, does Pearce. Oh, that's a good goal, and so Gary Pearce now, so the Welshman really showing that ex-rugby union players can kick goals, because Gary Pearce makes it now Hull FC 2, Widnes 8, and so these two Welshmen, I think, tonight are going to play a very big part, as I said earlier before the match started. Davis, of course, having scored 8 points in just 7 minutes of play, and Pearce now getting 2 points back for Hull FC on 15 minutes of play gone. So now it'll be Widnes' turn to tackle to try and pin Hull FC in their own 25. Eastwood runs away, taken out well by Richard Ayres. Ayres, who've had a very good season, this Richard Ayres. The kick to Tate, and he'll take it. He'll look for O'Fire, but takes it himself. The former Kelso rugby union fullback, and what how well he's done since he came into the game. Great Britain international already. Of course, played for Scotland at rugby union. Mackenzie, the Australian. Sharp, the stocky second row forward for Hull, coming in with that tackle on Kaloto. Davis again, kicking it right-footed, but the cover, Nolan did well there for Hull. Takes it backward inside his own 25, decides to go. Widnes' turn to tackle. O'Fire really hasn't had a chance yet, of course, on 50 tries. Martin O'Fire, since done marvellous, over 100 tries, a century of tries in 2 seasons in rugby league. From Rosslyn Park. So Hull using the forwards. Well, Hull getting the ball back. And Widnes now 8-2 in the lead. Oh, it's a nice break by Pearce. Did well there, did Pearce. The 6th and final tackle coming up. They'll undoubtedly, Hull will go for the bomb, I would think, especially in these conditions. Oh, it's gone into touch, right on that far touchline. Oh, it must be about a yard or so, 2 or 3 yards from the corner flag. So a scrum down. Haven't had many in this game up to now. Well, the ball's bobbing about. It was head and ball at the end of it all. Widnes, the Chemics picking it up now. They'll look for the forwards, look for Mackenzie at first man and Hume, and just coming on. It's about guts and determination tonight in these conditions. It'll be about a lot of brute force until you hit the right position. And a lot of kicking as again Tate. In the end, Fletcher, well, he won't go for it, he lets it bounce, which is a little bit silly, but he waits to see who's going to be offside. Takes the ball now, he could give it to Eastwood. Eastwood will try and get away from a fire, but he's covered well. That was a good run from Eastwood. Widnes now with their turn to tackle. Still Hull FC 2, Widnes 8. So Hull again using the pack. This is the pattern of play in these conditions. Very, very wet out there. Very, very cold as well. Short ball again, and Hull now moving it left, good play from them. Price did well to come inside of the young centre, just 18 years of age. Little kick through. Oh, that's a good kick. Oh, it's just a try. Oh, what a bad mistake. That's a try, a tremendous kick. And there was a bad mistake over the Widnes line. And Hull FC have got back into this game with that kick by Gary Pearce. And the try scored. And Pearce with his goal, and he kicks it, he levels the scores at 8-all. So what a game. And it was in fact their hooker Lee Jackson who got in that, and Gary Pearce now has levelled it at 8-all. And so this will really have stirred up the local fans here at the Boulevard, this famous Threepenny Stand as it's known throughout the world. Well, they're really going to get behind the Hull now, and that was a bad mistake by Widnes. The conditions are bad, as I say, very, very slippery turf, very, very slippery ball, but really over the line it should have been covered, it wasn't, and Hull have struck back. So Widnes, who had it in an extra gear in that first 7-8 minutes when they shot into that 8-0 lead, well, they've got to put it back again into a higher gear. Pearce will kick, right-footed. And the young Myers takes it. First time we've seen this lad, first time I've seen him, just 18 years of age. David Myers, right on the halfway line. So a knock on. And the end of it all, Mr. Tickle not happy with the scrum, so yet another scrum down. It's a real cold, raw, miserable night with rain still coming down. It's and the Welshman again, Pearce, the Welshman playing, of course, for Hull FC, puts a good kick into the Widnes half. So Widnes now will come. So Hull again on the attack. Looking again, and it's Widnes' turn now to really come quickly, and they've got to get organised in defence. Hull's forwards just running a little bit, taking them on, and well, that was a tremendous break from Hull there, and they have a chance now. There's a chance here. Oh, it's a try. That'll be a try for Gary Pearce. The Welshman has scored. Sensational try, and so Widnes now in a little bit of trouble. That was bad defence. And a great try. Well, Pearce has come back to show he too is how we're going to have a great say in this game, because the Welshman has put Hull FC up front for the first time of the game, and he has another opportunity to kick the goal as well. So the men from the Welsh Valleys are enjoying themselves tonight. and Widnes 8. So certainly Kirk Sorensen down there having a word with his forwards, but that was sloppy defensive play, because all it was just straight running and just passing of the ball quickly, and somehow they opened up another big gap in the Widnes defence. Losing the ball, and Mr. Tickle just looking to his touch judge, and at the end of it all it's a scrum down. Stevie Crooks, the whole blindside prop forward, having a word with Mr. Tickle, but it won't do any good. And the end of it all, it's right on that whole 25. Widnes head and ball. Oh, David Hume, that's a good break from Hume, going on that best stand side. And so the Wires now looking to come back after that shock of those points when they were 8-0 in the lead, and then Hull scoring 14 without reply. Well, Mackenzie got caught there at acting half-back. Nobody came for him. It was a sloppy ball out, and somehow the black and whites of Hull picked the ball up, picked the crumbs up. Well, we've got a game here now at the Boulevard. It really is warming up now. This rain pouring down. It's poured all day and all night. But both sides are playing some good football. And it's Widnes' turn again to have to defend, and they're going to have to defend a little bit better than they have been doing. Oh, and Jackson goes again, so a little bit of space around the acting half-back. And so that was the sixth tackle, and so the turnover for Widnes. Well, he did well there. That was nearly on his shoelaces or his bootlaces. Oh, well, that one was, and that sloppy. And the rain still coming down here at the Boulevard. It really is a miserable evening, but we've had some great rugby from both sides tonight, of the highest calibre of the First Division. Oh, Windley, there's a chance. Oh, Hull will score. Oh, it's a try for Pearce. Unbelievable scenes here, because Windley ran off from the pack. Bad tackling again from Widnes, no question about that. Some bad marking in that Widnes defence, and Pearce, I think, has raced it again. Showing Donaldson Davis a thing or two, but really the Widnes defence, all at sea there. It was from a set scrum, the little scrum half, Windley ran off. He should have been crashed to the ground, he wasn't, and he was able to put the ball back inside. It's Pearce now. And about 28 minutes gone of this first half, and who would have believed that Hull FC, after those 7 minutes when Widnes were 8 points in the lead, that who would have thought that Hull would come back and score 20 points? And really it's been their Welshman Gary Pearce who's got 2 tries. He's kicked 3 goals already, and Jackson with that other try. Widnes now got to get back in this game. They've got to score before half-time. Need a score to lift their confidence, and need some authority from the forwards and the backs. take now. Oof. And another ball put to ground, which is no good for Widnes. But considering the conditions, it's still a very good crowd here tonight at the Boulevard, and of course they've come to see all the stars in this Widnes side, and what a great array of ex-rugby union stars there are, and current former amateur rugby league players who are now Great Britain stars. Hull winning the scrum, and Pearce deciding to take on Jonathan Davis, and Jonathan Davis shows him that he can tackle as well. So Hull, who undoubtedly will be pleased with his 20 points, I think, before half-time. Oh, Pearce goes again, a tremendous break from the Welshman. And he takes the play into the Widnes half. So Widnes, first 10 minutes were all over the Hull, but since then it's gone the other way. They haven't been able to get back in this game. Haven't had a lot of ball either. When they have, they've lost it, and the defence has been suspect. So Dougie Lawton a lot to do at half-time, but I'm sure he'll sort of feel things out. Well, Myers did well there, the youngster, because Pearce with that little kick. And the ball bobbing about all over. Back to one, says Mr. Tickle. Good refereeing, Widnes ball. Still that scoreline, Hull FC 20, Widnes 8. In this vital Stonesborough First Division Championship game here at the Boulevard, the home of Hull FC over on Humberside. Oh, that was silly pass again. And the referee decides to play on, does Mr. Tickle. So good play from him, he was right up with the play. Widnes did well there to come out. A foul, first time we've seen him. But he won't get far. Maybe the pitch really won't suit him this wet. Oh, that's some sloppy play. But this whole team swarming like bees at the moment. Widnes still just can't quite get the breaks. But this is a game after that shock defeat. They've got to win here tonight. There's no question about that if they want the title. Of course, quite a lot of the damage done, of course, when Derek Pike was off in that sin bin for 10 minutes, didn't help the Widnes cause. Still Hull keeping this ball. They've kept it well for 6 when they've had to, and they've used the kicking of Pearce. Floats another one over on that far touchline, and again, the lovely rubber kick through by Devori. So Hull certainly using the tact. A little kick through, and that's a good kick. But Fletcher might get there first. Humer now. Oh, that's tremendous play. There's a chance now for Widnes. Well, he was unlucky there. You need a bit of luck in life. And that was a tremendous kick through. Hull covered well. It's end-to-end stuff here. It really is a credit to both sides in these conditions that they're putting on a marvellous display of open rugby. Still the scoreline with about 6 minutes to go to the half-time hooter. It's still Hull FC 20, Widnes 8. Hull losing the ball. There's a crumb there to be had for Widnes, and they pick it up. Derek Pike trying to get through, trying to show the ball. He gets taken out. Sorensen there. First time we've really seen him. Puts one over the top. And the ball's bobbing about. Well, the young lad did well there. Myers on that right wing. Widnes on the attack in the danger zone now. They need a try before half-time. And they come up against a black and white brick wall. Little backhanded pass from Mackenzie. The drop goal. Well, it's the bomb from Davis. It's high. There'll be some ice on that when it comes down because it's pretty cold. But at the end of it all, it's Hull's ball. Well, that's a bad pass. The Welshman Pearce picked it up. Widnes coming in now. Widnes needing a try. Down by 14 points margin, still 20 points away. The big Danner, so he looks like desperate Dan, this lad, and Widnes do well. O'Neill took him well there. Pearce will kick, O'Fire will come back. Oh, did well, Martin O'Fire did well there, gets it to Tate. But the defence is there, Tate will just have to go straight. Fire keeping that ball in well. Oh. So the ball charged down. And Hull again will come inside the Widnes half. But the Hull pack, that was Crooks there making some ground, so the Hull pack coming straight onto the ball. Widnes having to tackle and keep them out before half-time. The sixth and final tackle coming up. Still that score, Hull 20, Widnes 8, and Pearce will go for the drop goal. Yes, and he goes, and that again telegraphed as far as Widnes is concerned, and it's another point against Widnes. About 4 minutes to go to the half-time hooter. Widnes still can't get into this game, really. They're just not really hitting it off with that confidence that one expects from the Widnes side. Just a few haven't hit top gear, and they're going to have to in the second half against this Hull side that's a very good team. They play as a team, and they've certainly worked hard tonight. Oh, it's a chance now for Hull on that far touchline. Oh, he's gone into touch. The cover comes across for Widnes. So the wires now. That'll be a scrum down the best stand side of the Boulevard. 21 points to 8. Hull lead, and it's been two Welshmen really, except for just one try from Lee Jackson, but it's the two Welshmen that have starred tonight. Oh, look at this, and Tate goes. That's a great run from Tate. Alan Tate can score here. Oh, Tate's going to score. Sensational try. That is a superb try from Alan Tate, the boy from Kelso, from the border club over there up in Scotland. And his father would have been pleased with that one. Of course, George Fairbairn, of course, the other famous man from Kelso, of course, who turned pro some years ago. And what a great try that was. He must have gone 65 yards, Alan Tate, there. He showed a clean pair of heels, raced away with a fire on his left. And so Widnes needing that try. They needed that before half-time. It's 21 points to 8. They're behind. Was another great kick from Jonathan Davis, because he really judged the wind superbly. Widnes play against the wind, and he pushed it right. The crowd thought it was going out, and that's another 2 points to Widnes. That got him right back in this game now, because it's now Hull FC 21, Widnes 14. For half-time, the two sides go off, having really entertained this big crowd here at the Boulevard. At that half-time score, after a sensational start by Widnes, when they went 8 points to 0 up with those 2 goals from Jonathan Davis and that magnificent 55-yard try. Since then, it was all Hull who suddenly raced into 21 points. And then Alan Tate, on just a minute from half-time, racing 65 yards for a brilliant try for Widnes. The Davis goal, and suddenly the half-time score shows Hull FC 21, Widnes 14. For the chemics for Widnes will have had his say, and so too will the little Australian Brian Smith. And that half-time showing Hull FC 21, Widnes 14. And Jonathan Davis, having scored a try and 3 goals, 10 points for him, and the other Welshman on the other side, Gary Pearce, having scored 17. And the other try for Widnes, the other points coming from Alan Tate. And so it'll be the chemics, it'll be Widnes to kick off. Jonathan Davis, who scored that sensational try. And doesn't look as though there's any substitutions. Some of the players have changed jersey. Oh, that's obstruction, that, without a doubt, and that'll be a penalty for Widnes. And that was silly. So right on the 25 plumb in front of the 6, and important goal this one for Widnes. And the flags go up, so that's just what Widnes wanted. And so Jonathan Davis, another 2 points for him. That's 4 goals he's kicked and scored in from 65 yards. And the great goal from Davis just a minute from half-time. And then a minute into the second half, we've seen Jonathan Davis plug 2 points back, 21-16, the scoreline in Hull's favour. With all to play for in this second half for Widnes. Widnes. Oh, that's a bad ball, and throwing caution to the wind. And Andy Currier coming again, and the kick through by Derek Pike. First scrum of the second half. Mr. Tickle there, well, he's a brave man getting in the middle there. Hull's ball. So Price did well there, the young centre, just 18 years of age, and now it's Widnes now. There's no doubt that they're going to put in another gear. They've got to certainly improve that tackling of the first half and stop this whole pack running, but this time the slight burst. Switching play again. Blacker, the boy from Barrow, ex-Barrow player, signed for 25,000. Widnes coming in quick, and Hull putting that high kick in. Takes it very well indeed in his touching goal area, surely. Well, the referee, I would have thought, is taking it on the full, and he's in the touching goal area. Is a tap out on the 25, so he must have been just in the field of play. And the end of it all, it's a drop out. From the underneath the post, Fletcher takes it. That's better from him. So Widnes is turned to tackle. 21-16 Hull FC in the lead, 21-14 at half-time, and that penalty goal on 3 minutes of the second half by Jonathan Davis for obstruction gets the... Oh, that's good play, and Hull now racing through. Oh, the tackling there was not as good as it should be, and suddenly Hull now in the danger zone, and they'll come like a swarm of bees they are, and these black and white irregular hooks. It's Widnes now. I've got to put the wall up. The sixth and final tackle coming up. They've got to put a wall up now. Really come in. They can't afford any more scores against them. And so it'll be a drop out from underneath the post for Widnes. This is pressure now, and this is what wins titles, is when you can absorb pressure and then come back and take the cream. Still 21-16 to Hull. That good long kick. Eastwood, the right winger, always holds the ball in one hand. Taken out well, two-man tackle from Widnes. Oh, well, that was good play there. That was good play from the Chemics, because Hull came again, and that lovely ball taken away. It was Davis who did it. Jonathan Davis did very well there to pull the ball away and get the ball for Widnes. So Widnes now just going to have to raise it the forwards. Oh, that's a sloppy ball again. Oh, dear me. Well, it's come off, and now Hume comes racing away, gets it to Currier. Currier now, he'll kick there, comes round the tackler. This is good play, and the slide in there. Fletcher did well, the former Salford fullback. Currier did well too, but it's end-to-end stuff by both sides. It's really classic rugby league in terrible conditions, and how well they've played the football tonight. So Hull just outside their own 25. They're going to run it, and Dannett will come. This burly prop forward looks like young Garth. Windley will kick over the top. That's a good kick indeed by Windley. Oh, he's lost it. Well, 16 the score, just 5 points in it. Hull leading by 5 points. Widnes need to get into the danger zone. They need to get into the whole half and then pressurise them. But for the moment, they're having to defend and tackle. And the black and whites have kept this ball well for 6 tackles and used the Pearce's kicks. It's hard out there, it's tough out there, and it's raw out there. It's the 6th and final tackle. Pearce going again for the drop goal, which hits the post. O'Fire will get it. O'Fire will try and beat his marker. O'Fire goes. He did well there, did O'Fire. The ball hitting the post from Pearce, so it wasn't that far off. And now Widnes now have got to come out. They've got to keep it for 6, but they've lost it again. And Mr. Tickle, right on the spot, quite rightly, giving that penalty to the Widnes. So a little bit of relief to get a position away from their own 25 to try and attack the Hull side when they can get in their half. But Hull, who's got a very good defence and have shown it all season, certainly mean business tonight, and it really has made it a fascinating game between these two great sides. Losing the ball again, and we'll have to see what Mr. Tickle says. Mr. Tickle gives him a penalty, I think, for that tackle, and the physio comes on, and the Hull fans, well, it depends who you support, who you cheer, and the end of it all, I think it'll be John Sharp who's been brought out, and Mr. Tickle, the referee from St Helens. And so the end of it all, Stevie Crooks just, I think, also having a word with Mr. Tickle, so maybe something tickled his fancy, but at the end of it all, it's a penalty to Widnes. Oh, Jonathan Davis, that's a good kick from Jonathan Davis. That takes the play into the Hull FC 25. This is the danger zone now, and this is where you've got to come back with points, come away with points. The Wyres can afford to drive towards those posts for 2 or 3 tackles before offloading wide. 21-16 Hull lead here in this second half. Michael nearly looked there, the support wasn't there, just outside the Hull FC 25. Haven't really seen Richard Ayres, hasn't really been able to get that bit of space to show that exceptional pace he has for a loose forward. Mackenzie, good ball from him. Courier, oh, he's lost the ball. Well, that was a good tackle, in fact. Nolan it was. So Widnes' turn to tackle and pin Hull in their own half, and they're offside, and that is amazing. It's the first decision for offside in the whole of the game, and my opinion, we don't see enough offside given by referees nowadays. Certainly this season, everybody seems to get away with it. Well, unfortunately for Widnes, they've been caught. Pearce will kick it right-footed. Still the scoreline 21-16 in Hull FC's favour. This Stones bit of First Division Championship game is so vital to both sides. But the tackling's still not as tight as it should be. 1 or 2 players just missing, just not timing it right. Now in that danger zone on that 25, the Widnes 25. Oh, they lose the ball, and that's the crumb you want. So Widnes now have just got to steady it down. Oh, and they've lost the ball. That's the 3rd time they've lost it on about the 1st or 2nd tackle. And the end of it all, the Hull also are making mistakes, and the rain still coming down. It really is a cold, bitter night now here, over here in Humberside, or North Humberside as it's called. And Widnes coming away, and well, whether he's kicked a little bit too early, because I think O'Fire isn't going to get that one. But it's all about position, and Widnes have pinned Hull back, and if they can keep them there for 5 tackles, that's what it's about. Jonathan Davis with that long kick. Still 21-16, Hull still in the lead. Just those 2 points in the second half by Jonathan Davis. That penalty goal just 3 minutes in the second half, and since then it's been end-to-end stuff, cut and thrust by both sides. And we've got a close, and Pearce now will kick this left-footed. He can kick on either foot. Oh dear me. Well, I think the youngster there just was a bit unlucky. The ball skimming off the pitch and going into touch. So David Myers on that right wing for Widnes, and there's a stoppage now as Mr. Tickle just goes, and the Widnes pack get up. There's no need to get down, and there's a bit of steam coming from those forwards now. They've worked hard tonight, every one of them. Every one of them Huskies. And so the Hull hooker Jackson coming back in. It'll be Widnes head and ball. Oh, one against the head, and it'll be differential penalty to Widnes. Jonathan Davis with a kick on the Threateney stand side here at the Boulevard. Sorensen will come, and he's got to keep this ball this time as he bumps through, takes the tackle, goes into the half of Hull. And again, they'll look for O'Neill. It was a bit of a sloppy ball. That's 2 tackles, 10 yards into the Hull half. Still behind, just 5 points. Doon tries to get away, can't do so. Comes Owen for Widnes. But Hull covering up very quickly in the tackle. Needs a bit of Sorensen magic. It's a bad ball, and the referee, no advantage there to Hull, so brings the play back. It'll be a scrum down, it'll be head and ball for Hull. It's about 25 minutes to go to the full-time hooter. And the substitutes warming up for Hull on the far touchline. The ball well never in, but play on, says the referee, and Pearce goes one way, and the 2 Welshmen tangle there. So the Hull substitutes, having got the tracksuits off, one would think that they might come on, or maybe just a bit of psychology on the Australian coach Brian Smith's part to just get 1 or 2 players raising the game. But it's a stalemate at the moment with defences on top. The 6th and final tackle coming up as Blacker for Hull runs off. Widnes with the tackle again. So it'll be a play the ball for Widnes. Best hand side, the wind still blowing. And Dougie Lawton, of course, very good substitutes in Barry Dowd, of course, for Moriarty, but I wouldn't have thought he'll bring Moriarty on in this type of game. Widnes trying to get away on that far touchline of fire. Ball comes back inside. Hope to get up. So there's bound to be a few mistakes in the next 10 minutes or so as the Pearce will dummy. Oh, that was a good break by him. Nolan now comes back inside. Widnes now, that was better as Pike and Sorensen now knowing that they need these 2 points. Sorensen again. Well, it was and final tackle. So Hull having kept this ball very well on 6. Pearce will kick on Windley. Spinning kick by Windley. O'Fire will do well if he gets that. Oh, he does so with that exceptional pace. Comes back again into play. But he's held, but he did well there, did Martin O'Fire. 50 tries already this season. A wonderful feat. But Widnes now being pinned in their own 25. They've got to get out of it. They need to play in the Hull territory and to pressurise Hull. 21-16 still the score. Oh, he did well there, did Alan? Oh, he did well there, but unfortunately for Courier, just ran out of partners.
About to take place, sees all well ongoing on the field.
So Paul Wellham, the blonde-haired local boy, coming on, second row forward, a prop forward, winning the scrum. Windley to Pearce. Fletch. Oh, loses the ball, that's bad play. The chance now for Widnes. Jonathan Davis comes back inside, takes the tackle. Oh, he's still going, playing on. Did well there, he was only half held, he did well. That's good thinking from Davis. Plays the ball just inside the Widnes half, the whole half. Oh, Widnes now, this is better. David Hume racing away, it's a chance now. But Hull covering up well there, could have just done with a man inside. Oh, they've lost the ball, that was sloppy play by Widnes again. The ball should have come first time. And Hull picked the crumbs up. This now the crucial time in the game, I think. With about 20 minutes to go to the full-time hooter. And this lively Hull side, and they have been lively, and Widnes have had to really tackle and play them as well as they can. Kicking again, and that'll go, and even the flyer of fire couldn't get that one as it shoots in off the slippery turf, but it's good tactical kicking and pins Widnes in their own 25. And really this second half, most of the play has been in the Widnes half, whereas really to get pressure on Hull they need to be in their half. Hull there did well there, so Hull pressurising Widnes. The scrum, it's Hull's head and ball. The ball goes up. Well, would you believe it there? That sloppy play by both sides on that blind, on the best hand side, the blind side as far as both sides were concerned, and the ball going straight into touch. Widnes winning the scrum. Oh, he loses the ball as Davis, he's lost it there. Referee will see if there's any advantage, but deciding it's a scrum down. So again, Widnes forwards will be disappointed having won the scrum and then suddenly losing it on the first tackle. Davis there making the half break, but unfortunately the ball popping out, which at the end of the day is, you need it for 6. That's a good switch. Well, Hull really nearly scoring that corner. They did well there, and Widnes did well to get back. They've got to keep them out now if they want to win this game. It's 21-16 to Hull, and they'll come like a swarm of bees. They've got the crowd on their feet, and Widnes now have got to stay cool and calm. They've got to come up in two, come up in a wave together, man for man, two-man tackles, one up, one below. Pearce will grub a kick through. Well, it's a knock-on, and that was another tickly kick there, a ticklish kick from Pearce. And the youngster did well there, did Richard Myers. Nearly a try, but the referee knock-on. And the end of it all, it's a scrum down. So a penalty. Differential penalty to Widnes. 21. 21-14 at half-time, Hull led. Just that one solitary penalty goal in this second half, so it just shows you how much defences have been on top in this second half. Oh, and another bad knock on, and Hull again picking the crumbs up. So Widnes again, having lost this ball a lot, haven't held it for 6, and you've got to in these conditions. About 16 minutes to go, and the rain still pouring here. And I would have thought they'll look for a drop goal, will Hull? And there's an injury to the Hull player. There's 25. The clock goes on again. The substitute, Wellham, the cleanest jersey on the pitch, and the blonde-haired boy taken out well. Widnes are going to have to tackle now to keep him out. It's got to be man for man. Oh, there's a chance! It's the 6th and final tackle coming up. And Hull queuing up now, just about everybody queuing up. Pearce, little kick through. Oh, it's a try! Yes, it's a try! Well, Widnes don't believe it, and the referee, and certainly one of the Widnes forwards is telling Mr. Tickle that he touched it. The whole of the Widnes team are telling Mr. Tickle, but Mr. Tickle won't have anything of it. He pulls them away, he pulls all the players away. This is about discipline. Having a word now with his touch judge, and we'll have to see. Well, he's given a scrum down. The whole fans can't believe it. Well, we'll have to see that again on the video and on the cameras, but that was a try disallowed by the referee, and Widnes surviving there, and they need this ball. They need an 80-yarder from someone. It's still 21-16. And the atmosphere now is electric now in this stadium. My watch about 14 minutes to go to really one of the most important game of the season for both teams. And the local fans getting behind their team, but for Widnes, they've had it all season. They know when you're at the top, you've got to take the pressure. But it really is a marvellous sight to see here at the Boulevard. The crowd and the two sides battling it out. The ball goes back. Oh, that's a bad kick indeed. And that was a bad kick. So it's a scrum down underneath the Widnes post. Well, in fact, it isn't. It'll be a play the ball. Quite rightly so. The new law, of course. And that puts pressure again on Widnes. All he had to do was kick it right down the field. But there's some noise now here at this ground, and Widnes now still tackling their hearts out, and they're going to have to for the rest of this game against this sprightly Hull side. About 12 minutes to go, the ball's still going again. I would have thought they'll look for Pearce for a drop goal. 21-16, just 5 points in it. And the 6th and final tackle, surely. Widnes have got to take Pearce out. The little dummy by the acting half-back. And that'll be the changeover. But really, Widnes in this last 10 minutes, quarter of an hour, have been pinned in their own half. They've got to get in the Hull half. Oh, they lose the ball. The referee says play on. And yet it's another knock on. And so that's, again, is the first tackle of the Chemics lose it. Well, the chants go on here at the Boulevard. It really is electric atmosphere now. Both sets of supporters cheering and singing. And we'll have to see whose ball it is. And in fact, Widnes getting a good ball. That was a good ball to get, but they've got to get out of this 25. And they've got to keep this ball. Oh, that's a bad side. Taking it well. So Hull again again with this ball. They've had most of this possession this second half. Oh, one over the top. Eastwood will come back inside. And now it's back to one, says the referee, and the local crowd agree with him. So Widnes again having to cover and tackle on that far side. Good tackle that on the whole scrum half. Well, again, looking for the drop goal. It's not there. It's skims towards Martin O'Fire on that left wing. That's the best chance. He juggles with it. He comes back inside, and well, he's going to have to be something really special if he can get away there. Well, 10 minutes to go on my watch to the full-time hooter. And Hull now swarming like bees. It's their turn to tackle, and it's Widnes's. Oh, that's, well, it's gone backwards, I think the referee will say. Quite rightly so. Richard Eyre trying to get the ball out, can't do so. Mackenzie, oh, that's back to one. Well, he said no, so looked as though it came off a Hull player. The referee says no, the ball will go back. Davis will kick it right-footed. That's a better kick from him. That's where it wants to be, trying to take the ball away from the fullback. First time Widnes have been in the Hull half, but they need the ball. They need the ball. They need Hull to make some mistakes. They've got to pressurise them now with 9 minutes to go, and still that 5-point margin. 21-16 Hull lead. And again, that tantalising kick, and that looks a good one, but I think Tate or O'Fire will get that. But O'Fire gets it. He's going to have to go. But again, that reception committee, the three black and white irregular hoop jerseys. So Tate did well there. O'Fire runs off from acting half. And still again, Widnes in that same position that they've been for most of this second half. That's in their own 25. Just haven't been able to get away from this brick wall of the black and whites. But still time to do it. There's still men on this pitch with the flair and the speed and the talent to do it. But they need the position. Widnes is running off from acting halfback. And Hull running into touch on that far best hand side with the wind having slightly changed. It's sort of blustery wind here, rain still pouring down this pitch. And nobody leaving the ground, and at both ends on those terraces they must be absolutely soaked to the skin, but they're there in their umbrellas and scarves and hats and coats. So Paul Moriarty coming on, the boy from Swansea, of course, played 21 times for Wales. This will be his second game. He was substituted against Castleford in the first team, played against Warrington last night for the A team, and he's on for Coloto. Still just those 5 points in it, and Widnes trying to get away from this relentless tackling of Hull. And the conditions, of course, not the best, but you play as well as you can to them. And it's Widnes still in possession, just outside their own 25. Looking for that break. And Moriarty loses the ball, this big lad. And he is a big lad, this boy from Swansea, from the Welsh Valleys. Oh, and Hull have lost the ball. That's a bad mistake. Chance for Widnes now. That was good. Pick the crumb. Moriarty did well there. He's pushed away by Sorensen as if to say, you get out the way, lad. Let the older pros and the elder statesmen get on with it. Just want that one break that might be the difference between 2 points and no points. Oh, that's a bad ball. Picked up now, and chance now, and David Hume now, he can dummy. Oh, and Moriarty gets taken into touch. Good tackle by Nolan. Well, the crowd 7,900. Well, the man of the match for the Hull side goes to the Welshman, quite rightly so, Gary Pearce, who's had a marvellous game here at the Boulevard, having scored about 17 of the 21 points. And Hull still in that lead, still holding that slender 5-point lead. They led 21-14 at half-time, just 2 points scored in the second half. That penalty goal by Jonathan Davies, but then since then it's been a tremendous end-to-end clash. Well, more Widnes in having to defend in that this last 20 minutes, and Hull still coming to the end. And the crowd getting behind them, but Widnes needing that one break, and Pearce looking for the drop goal. It hits one of the Widnes players, so it'll be play on. Myers gets it, did well there, did the youngster. Oh, that's a good ball, but Hull covering again. Now about 5 minutes to go to the full-time hooter. Sorensen can't get away from, again, this brick wall. Mackenzie will be there. Mackenzie trying to work some magic. Needs one of those straight runs of his, but the conditions of this pitch and the wet. Well, a fire gets away, and the cover from Hull, and they've got the ball, so we'll see what Mr. Tickle says. Oh, 4 minutes to go. And the physio's on again, so I wouldn't like to have that cold sponge myself. I think it would frighten you to get up, and they've gone off very, very quickly. Well, that certainly wasn't in, but steam comes from the pack as the two sets of forwards break up, and the Widnes side have, well, tackled their hearts out. They've had a lot of tackling to do, just haven't had enough ball or any territorial advantage in the second half to try and pin and pressurise Hull in their own 25. All they've had to do was tackle inside their own 25, and I think that's been the difference between the two sides in this second half. Hull having had the positional play and the territorial advantage, and they've been able to keep Widnes quiet in their own half. One against the head, well, that's a bad time for Mackenzie. With the sands of time running out here at the Boulevard, and Widnes wanting that one initial break, needing really a Martin O'Fire 70-yarder, and the caught offside, so that'll be a penalty to Hull FC, and really this could put the nail in the coffin as far as Widnes is concerned, because it would make it 23-16, it would be a 7-point margin, and that would mean Widnes would have to score twice. And my watch, only about 2 minutes to go to the full-time hooter, and Gary Pearce, the man of the match for the Hull FC side, the Welshman. And so Pearce just strikes it right-footed. Oh, there's a roar at this crowd. ground, and really that's bad news for Widnes now, because it's 23 points to 16 they lead. And really, I suppose, for all that pressure that Hull have had the second half, just in the second half, both sides have kicked a penalty goal each. That's been how close it's been in this second half. 21-14 it was at half-time, and now it's 23-16. So Hull Widnes haven't had this ball much in this last 20 minutes. They've needed it. They've been starved of it. They've been starved of the territorial advantage which they needed. And Hull have kept their heads very well. They've played it right. They've played it tight. They've carried it for 6 tackles, and they've tackled well when they've had to. And the Chemits just haven't been able to break through. (23-16) the score. Oh, Gary, well, Pearce got caught there. Mariotti did well there. He coming in, the boy from Swansea, just side of course from Rugby Union. The kick out. Tate now did right there, used his feet well. Alan Tate now scored that sensational try a minute from half time for Widnes. Could he do it again in the second half? But they need more. Sorensen gets tied up again. 23 points to 16 the score. Mackenzie turns back inside. Richard Ayres tries to get going, but he runs into that brick wall again of 3 tacklers. Well, he's knocked it on as Richard Ayres, so frustration there, and the hooter goes, it's all over, and Widnes go off the field. Widnes go, and so Hull FC take the points tonight, and that's a disappointment for Widnes, because having lost in that shock defeat against Bradford Northern at home on Sunday, they came to the Boulevard for the points, but the spoils have gone to the Hull side lying in 5th position in the league. And for Dougie Lawton and the Widnes side, a disappointment, bitterly disappointment here at the Boulevard tonight. But that second half, they just couldn't get into the Hull half. They couldn't pressurise Hull. They had to tackle, and in the end, they just couldn't score. So that final score from the Boulevard shows Hull FC 23, Widnes 16.